Alright guys, today we're gonna share with you why is a salesperson not successful? What makes a salesperson a loser? Okay, so my name is Ray. So we're gonna get started. So I'm using the acronym loser, this word as an acronym to share with you what goes wrong, what's wrong with a salesperson if they're not closing the deal. Number one, let's talk product or service. So a lot of salesperson what they're doing incorrectly is that in the beginning of the conversation they just start to talk about product or service. You don't even know what the client wants yet. You don't even have any connection yet. So do not start to talk about product or service right away. Number two, you omit understanding of client personality. You need to figure out the client's personality first. Then you talk according to the way they want to be talked to. For example, let's say if the client is a business owner, most likely they value outcome. They don't want to hear too much about details. So if that's the case, then you want to talk more on the outcome and not share too much about the details. That's omit the personality. Another one is they omit to observe the client's behavior. So during the whole process, you want to make sure to observe the client's response, so you know if what you're saying is correct. Then you'll know, you can figure out what they're looking for, what's important for them. You need to observe the client from every step of the conversation. The next one is what is important. So what is important. So if you want to make sure you can close the deal, you have to understand what's important for the client. That's what you're trying to figure out during the whole conversation. If you do not know what's important for them, if you do not know what they want, then you're not gonna get it right. You're not gonna be able to close the deal, right? And the next one is entertain your decision. That's wrong. You do not do that. So a lot of salesperson, for example, they try to make the decision for the client. You do not do that. People do not like it. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to become a counselor. You need to guide them. Although you may have the answer, but you want to guide them for them to come up with the answer. The answer, okay, or the decision. And the next one is release control. You have no control of the conversation from the whole beginning to the end. The client is asking a question, then you answer the question. You cannot do that. You need to be the one in control. You're the professional. You should answer the questions. The way to do it correctly, let's say usually the client's gonna ask you a lot of questions, then you can answer it, then you start to, once you answer the question, then you start to ask the questions. You want to make sure you are the one that's asking the questions. Okay, so I'm going to use an example. For example, let's say if I'm a car salesperson and I'm trying to sell a car, then in the beginning I'm not going to come right up and talk about the car, right? I'm going to talk about what's going on with your life, why do you want to buy a home, buy a car, that kind of stuff, right? And then you want to figure out their personality, and you want to talk about so their personality, then you can talk according to their personality. Then you want to observe the client the whole time. You want to see if you show them this car, do they like this car? If you show them that car, what kind of response they have. You want to observe, right? And then you want to figure out what's important for them. During the conversation, that's what you're trying to figure out. What's the reason they want to buy the car? What kind of car they want, what feature is important for them, what kind of benefit or feature they're looking for in a car. And then when it comes to decision time, you do not want to tell them, hey, this is the best car for you. You do not want to say that, right? What you want to do is you want to tell them, you want to share with them what's the benefit of having this car. You want to make sure to share with them the benefit that they want in this car, and you want to give them options. So here's two cars. This car has this option, that car has that option. Which one is good for you? You want the client to make the decision, right? And then the last one, like I said earlier, you want to maintain control. You do not want to release your control. You want to, from the beginning to the end, you want to make sure you are the one that's answering the question. You are the one that's controlling the where the conversation's going. Okay, so this is a very some of this mistakes are some of the major mistakes that most salespeople make. That's affecting their closing rate. Okay, this is Ray. Again, thank you for watching my video. Subscribe to my channel, and like my video. And if you have any question or comment, you can leave a comment. Okay, until next time.